First, I set the Legion settings to performance mode with a 30-watt TDP, OS power mode set to efficiency, display resolution set to 1280 by 800, 140 Hz. In the Adrenaline game settings, I've enabled AFMF2 set to high and quality, turned on integer scaling set to full panel, and capped Radeon Chill at 36 FPS for both idle and peak. Radeon image sharpening is set to 100%, texture filter quality to performance, and surface format optimization is also on. Let's see how these settings handle these intense games. Alright, the first game for today is Warhammer 40,000, Space Marine 2. I've set the game to 800p with TAA upscaling on quality, low settings with medium textures, plus all the AMD Adrenaline settings I mentioned earlier. Let's jump in and see how it performs with this setup. As you may know, I've tested Warhammer 40,000, Space Marine 2 many times, but this time, I'm seeing the best performance. The two key additions I made are Radeon Chill and Surface Format Optimization. Radeon Chill plays an important role here, keeping the game running very stable with capped FPS. As for Surface Format Optimization, this feature optimizes how surface textures are processed and displayed, often allowing games to render faster with minimal visual quality loss. In some cases, it can free up GPU resources and slightly increase frame rates, especially in GPU-intensive titles. However, it's worth noting that surface format optimization may not have a significant impact on all games, and some titles may show subtle visual changes, like a slight reduction in texture quality. You might want to enable or disable it based on the game you're playing and test to see if it benefits performance on your Lenovo Legion Go setup. Next up is Alan Wake 2, Night Springs DLC. The game is running at 800p with FSR set to quality, and I've configured the settings to low and medium, along with all the Adrenaline features I mentioned earlier in the video. What I really like about AFMF2 is that even with a low base FPS cap of 36, the game still delivers impressive visuals. I barely notice any ghosting, which is often a concern with lower frame rates. What's even more surprising is how the input lag is hardly noticeable. It feels responsive and smooth, making for a great gaming experience. The fact that I can enjoy demanding games without feeling choppy or experiencing stutters is a huge advantage. Honestly, this is hands down the best frame generation I've ever tested. In conclusion, my experience with the Lenovo Legion Go while testing games like Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2 and Alan Wake 2 Night Springs DLC has been incredibly positive. By adjusting settings like AFMF2 with a base FPS cap of 36, along with features like Radeon Chill and Surface Format Optimization, I've been able to achieve impressive performance with acceptable visual quality. The graphics don't look like a blurry mess, with barely noticeable ghosting and virtually no input lag, allowing me to fully immerse myself in these demanding titles without any choppy or stuttery gameplay. It's clear that the combination of these settings significantly enhances the overall gaming experience, making it smoother and more enjoyable. Overall, these settings have proven to be the best frame generation settings I've ever tested, and I'm excited to continue exploring how they perform across other demanding games in the future. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.
To him. Oh, we have our own ways of talking.
I saw in the news that you saved every single kitten from that bear attack. Amazing.
Thanks. Those yoga lessons really paid off.
Is Nard Steiner going to enter the statewide pie competition this year?
Of course. We're gonna make this our 20th win in a row.
My date last night was a total bust.
You're the expert on romance. Any advice?